Hey folks, Doug Patterson here. Welcome to my Wednesday walk. Today I'm coming to you from my garage, and you might be asking what I'm doing. I want to talk to you about a board today, any board really. You know, when I build a guitar, I go to the lumber yard first of all to pick out the material. And when I go, I'm very fortunate to have a lumber yard close by that specializes in trees that are native to this area, as well as very exotic lumber. And so to me, it's like a kid in a candy shop. But when I go there, what I'll do is get a board. And this happens to be butternut. It's not a particularly resonant piece of wood, but it's good for demonstration's sake. I'll pick the board up. This one is about 5.5 feet tall, something like that. Grab it about a third of the way down. Then with my fist, I know you can't hear it, check it out to see if there's any kind of vibration, any kind of tonal quality that will emanate from the board. The more resonant it is, the more clearly it rings, the louder it rings. To me, that would be a very good board, and I will select that and put it in my pile over there for future use in building a guitar. It's funny, the first time I did that at the lumberyard, I was back there pounding away on some boards, and one of the guys who worked there came to me and he said, "You build guitars, don't you?" And I said, "Yeah, how do you know?" And he said, "All you guitar builders do the exact same thing. You come in here and you pound on the boards to see which ones sound the best." Well, tonal quality, that's one thing. What I really want to talk to you about today is something called a Semantron. A Semantron is a board that is used in the Orthodox tradition, the Orthodox Church, primarily in monasteries and so forth, and it will be hung up in a horizontal fashion. It'll be hung up, and the monk will come, or the nun will come, whichever might be, and using 2 wooden mallets, will begin to play on that board, starting off with three taps to designate the Trinity. And then through a very, very intricate pattern, and it's clear and it's loud, the monks and the nuns know that it's time to come to prayers. Or it's also played at the beginning of a procession, like a funeral, for example. It came into being because during the Ottoman Empire, the ringing of church bells was forbidden, outlawed, and so they turned to playing the Semantron. Theologically speaking, some of them trace the origins back to like the Garden of Eden with the tree of life. Some will trace it back and say that it started with Noah and the building of the ark. Some, of course, trace it back to the cross on which Jesus was crucified. So there's a lot of explanations for it, but basically it's just something that calls people to prayer. Now, again, if there's a time in our world that needs prayer, it's now. We certainly have our share, don't we? And we need to be people praying for the welfare of our nation, of our world. People dying from COVID-19. There's just a lot going on, and we need to be people of prayer. So, what I want to do would be to just close out this short little video with my attempt to play a little something here on the Semantron, and use something from the great litany. So, let's give this a try. It's not going to sound all that good because I'm not very good at it, and I'm trying to hold it and play it with one mallet. But let's give it a try, okay? For the peace from above and the salvation of our souls, let us pray to the Lord. For peace in the whole world, the stability of God's holy churches, and for the unity of all, let us pray to the Lord.